funny Bill Morrison! All right. I don't know if I have figured out right. I was in the bathroom and someone paid me $40. I think I had. I think we got things switched around. I don't know what the hell happened, but I got 40 bucks in my pocket. Look at you guys sitting in the front there. So brave of you. You know, you go to a comedy show and people say how brave it is to sit in front of you, you might get picked on.
Oh, you know why? But a good show.
Sure.
I was sitting up at the bar.
Oh.
I wanted to tell this gentleman that I really enjoyed
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're sitting in the front row, but if we take a little look at history, do you know who should have sat in the front row? Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln sits in the front row. I'm going to tell you, he's alive by the end of the play. Think about all the work the generals Booth would have to do to get to him. You have to hope there's a speed open behind him. Then you have to sneak up on him. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Ma'am, could you move your popcorn? Excuse me, pardon me. Bang! Excuse me, pardon me. Bitch, move your popcorn! Excuse me, pardon me. History would have been completely different if Abraham Lincoln had just sat in the front row. You guys are out? Look at that, out having a good time on a Friday night? There was a time in my life when it was almost impossible for me to get out of the house. My wife and I had 3 children in 39 months.
What?
Yeah. Then we discovered the cause. And so I told my neighbor he had to move. Saw the son of a bitch on the Maury show the other day. You guys are familiar with the Maury show? It is not your baby. They do like 16 paternity tests. Then they come to find out it's your cousin. So then they're on Jerry Springer the next week. See, I'm kind of jealous because, well, all right, look at me. My sex life would not warrant me being on the Maury show. I'd have 2 women on the stage. My wife and a woman from college that I may or may have not had sex with. And you're like, may or may have not had sex. Let me explain something to you. When 2 fat virgins go at it, it's like a UFO sighting. We think something happened, but no one's quite sure what the hell it was. So my wife wanted to make sure that we didn't have any more children, so she looked at me. She said, "You are not touching me again until you've had a vasectomy." At which point the family dog looked up to me and said, "Hey, welcome to the party, pal." Now, I won't describe the procedure because no one needs to hear that. But I will tell you, the recovery is kind of exciting. So the doctor says, all right, all weekend long, you can ice down your marbles. And you can do that with bags of frozen vegetables. So all weekend it was like frozen corn, frozen peas, frozen broccoli. My crotch turned into a golden corral. Bunch of lousy vegetables surrounding a small worthless piece of meat. So. Hey, my wife and I, we just celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary. So there's some other survivors in the room, I heard. So it's funny because when you tell people you've been married for 25 years, they're always like, well, what's the secret to being married for 25 years? Is it love? No. The secret to being married for 25 years is 2 people accepting the fact that they live with someone who's batshit crazy. That's basically what it boils down. My wife and I did not live together before we got married. It was a whole year of, that's how you do that? I had no idea that two adults could go 12 rounds over how to fold a fucking towel. I discovered in my horror that I was a four-folded man married to a tri-folded woman. And she didn't hear any shit about how hard it was to tri-fold a towel. I'm like, son of a bitch, why am I doing this? Because that's what fits in the linen closet. Well, it's a pain in the ass. Besides, my mother was a four-folder. Are you telling me my mother's stupid? Suddenly, I'm defending the honor of a woman that can teach guilt lessons to the Catholic Church. But for the honor of a four-folded towel, I was willing to die in that hill. Update, we're now a tri-folded family. So, it wasn't towels, it's the dishwasher. The battle of ADD versus OCD. My wife would look at me, what the hell were you thinking when you loaded this? Plates go there, bowls go there. It got to the point where I couldn't put a dish in there without her say so. She turned into like some German guard from a POW camp. Nein! Das kann ich nicht von London racken! And I'm like, I have no idea what you just said. But you need to chill the fuck out. Update. That was the first and last time I told my wife to chill the fuck out. I had no idea that her foot could go that far up my ass. I had no idea. But this is what couples fight about. I get so sick of the shit on Facebook about, I'm gonna marry my best friend. Bullshit. That's gonna be your spot. To me, that's a badge of honor. You know what I mean? Look it. I'm living proof that gay is not a choice. Because if it was, I would have married my best friend Tom. We're guys. Between us, we've got two towels. Who the hell needs a linen closet? Pizza boxes and paper plates don't go in the dishwasher. And in the 40 years I've known Tom, not once has he ever looked at me and said, what you thinking about? Ah! No guy would ever ask that question. You don't want to know. So, okay, look it. If I were to steal the last of my best friend's ice cream, you might get angry, you might let it go. But you steal the last of your spouse's ice cream, woo! Let the conspiracy theories reign. You knew I was saving that. You ate that on purpose. I have no idea what you're talking about. But my bowl is in the upper rack of the dishwasher. Woo! It's on now. We're gonna throw down, bitches. Oh yeah. And she's gonna bring up shit I'm sure never happened because she's the only one that remembers it. And we're gonna pull out all the greatest hits. Toilet seats, and caps on toothpaste, and nail clippings, and that disgusting you and toothpick after every meal. We're gonna pull out the scorecards, and we're gonna battle to the death. Because I'm like 0 for 84. And I want to win just one time. And don't let anyone fool you. It is to the death, man. I could be in a casket, and my wife will take a tri-folded towel, and she'll tuck it right next to me. Well, that's yours for all eternity, you son of a bitch. Dinner, chicken dinner. And I'll be looking down from heaven going, well played, well played. So, I just turned 52. So I celebrated my 52nd birthday. Thank you, that's the appropriate response to that because nobody gives a shit. Once you hit 30, if it doesn't end in 0, don't bother. You know what I mean? Like, it's my birthday month. Oh, just shut the hell up. Now for me, trip number 52 was a little bit kind of weird. I was diagnosed with cancer. and told that I had to have my kidney removed. And so when that happens, you know, like you get weird thoughts that run through your head. It's kind of strange. Like, we came home from the doctor's office. Now, first of all, I gotta tell you, my doctor, a bit of an asshole. He tells me what's going on, and then he prefaces it or ends it by saying, but it's not as bad as it seems. I'm like, man, don't ever be a pilot. You know what I mean? Like, ladies and gentlemen, I have something to tell you. Sounds bad, but it's not as bad as it sounds. The plane is going to crash. But it's in Jamaica. You know, like, yeah. Great. Now I can be like John Candy and join the Jamaican underground bobsled team. Yeah. So we're sitting there. TV's on. I don't know how it was on, but The Wizard of Oz was on. I'm just staring at the screen. My wife is like, what you thinking about? You don't want to know. She goes, no, come on, tell me. All right. So you really want to know what Frostbite, you really want to know what I'm upset about? How many times have we seen this movie? 50, 100 times? She goes, yeah. Can you explain to me then, why the hell does Dorothy want to leave Oz? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. She dropped a house on a bitch and stole her shoes. That's a gangster move. That's a first day in prison move. She owned the place right from the get-go. There's this urban myth about watching The Wizard of Oz and listening to Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. No, you know what you listen to? Ludacris, Get Back. That's what you listen to. Whoop, whoop, y'all, my ear talking a whole bunch of shit I ain't trying to hear. Get back, motherfucker. You don't know me like that. Came, saw, hit right dead in the jaw. Yeah, that's what you listen to. She had a whole village of little people. The Lollipop Guild. That can't be the only things they're good at licking. You know what I mean? And where does she want to go? Some dreary farm in Kansas. You've seen it, right? Black and white. Oh! Where are her parents? Nobody explains where her parents went to. 3 adult males. And every time they walk by the pigs, they start squealing. What's up with that? There's an old bag who wants to steal her dog. Oh, and tornadoes. Yeah. And the first one that shows up, what did every adult do? They ditch this bitch's ass is what they do. There was time to find her. There was time. We had meth labs in Kent. You know what they had in Oz? Poppy fields. You know what they make out of that? Heroin. Oh my God. All that heroin with little people would last twice as long. You know what I mean? Cocaine falling out of the sky. An army of flying monkeys. And the bitch who owned that, she killed the bitch who owned that. She commits double homicide and nobody bats an eye. You know what I mean? Like, she shouldn't have little teardrop tattoos. They should have like little broomstick tattoos. Why does she want to leave that? Why? And my wife looks at me. And she says, I don't think that's what you're upset about. The testing was horrific. The doctor said that he had to insert a stent. Insert. It took me 3 seconds to figure out. This guy wants to go the wrong way on the yellow brick road. You know what I mean? And he's calm about it. Like I shove stuff in my dick all the time. Not since I was 10. You know what I mean? Oh. He's like, it'll be 2 feet long. 2 feet? You've seen it, right, Doc? 2 feet seems a bit excessive. Is this going to come out of my ass? Are we digging a hole in China? And then he's like, it'll have a string on the end of it. A string on the end of it? Are you turning into some perverted cat toy? Like... He goes, well, no, that way you can pull it out yourself. Pull it out yourself! What kind of POS PPO plan do I have? But I gotta do a self-checkout. You know what I mean? Like, do I need a Kroger card? Like, what the hell? You have no idea how long 2 feet is till you start pulling something out of your yin-yang. Like, I heard the theme song from the Mountain Climber game of The Price is Right. Like, yodi yodi yo, yodi yodi yo. And I don't ever want to see the magician with the scarf trick ever again. Make him stop! But, unlike Abraham Lincoln, I survived. My name's Bill Morrison. Thank you. Have a great night, everybody.
Give you a applause going for Bill Morrison, everyone. There we go, Bill Morrison.